This week on 49ers Sac-Hi Sports, we begin our spring sports coverage to go along with NorCal playoff action for winter sports. In basketball, we'll show you Folsom taking on Dublin, Bullard meeting Whitney, and Antelope meeting McClatchy in girls hoops.
Our baseball coverage begins with Pioneer and Colfax. Softball with Sheldon taking on Rockland, plus the story of the Central Catholic basketball star coping with the loss of his older brother. 49ers Sac-Hi Sports starts right now.
Welcome to 49ers Sac-Hi Sports. I'm Aubrey Tolliver.
And I'm Robert Brownstein. We start tonight in Modesto for a first-round game in the NorCal Open Division basketball bracket. Modesto Christian earned the third seed after winning the Division I section title over Sheldon last week. Jamari Phillips has been great for the Crusaders all season long and scored 22 points in that title game.
The Crusaders taking on Bay Area power Archbishop Mitty. The Monarchs are the 6th seed. Modesto Christian beat Mitty in its last meeting back in 2019. Modesto Christian and Mitty meeting in NorCal play Wednesday night.
Brian Mueller here at Modesto Wednesday night as the Crusaders look to get another victory over Mitty. MC looking strong early. Check out the nimble moves by the big man, Manasseh Itete. Light on his feet, and he gives the Crusaders a 3-point lead. Later in the first, BJ Davis passes up the three and shows some finesse himself with the lay-in. Minute later, Davis still dazzling, the spin and score, and Modesto Christian is up 4 at the timeout. Second quarter now, and the Crusaders are expanding that lead. Jamari Phillips up and under for the basket and the foul, and suddenly MC is up by 10. Mitty trying to mitigate the damage. Eric Brown hits from outside, and the Monarchs are down 5 with 5 minutes till the half. But back come the Crusaders. Alex Argender with a sleek entry pass to Itete, and it's back to a double-digit lead. To the third now, and the Crusader defense starts to clamp down. Davis tracks down the entry pass and throws down. And we're going to keep this sequence going because right after that, Argander creates another turnover, and he'll lay it in. It's now an 18-point lead. MC still up big in the fourth. Phillips finding his shot and makes the three to put Modesto Christian up 20, and the Crusaders cruise from there. 77-55 the final. Davis with a game-high 28.
We just try to come in, play as hard as we can, get the win, and just leave it all on the floor for real. We just try to play inside out, you know, just get the bigs involved, get everybody involved, and then everybody firing all cylinders, and then we just go from there.
Parker William coming to you from Galt High School. Sebastian Soto and Damian Romo on the mound for the Warriors and the Falcons. Bottom of the second is where we pick up the action. Bases loaded when Hunter Henke takes this one off the dome. Glad he's all right, but that's one way to get the scoring going. Chris Pamplona comes in to score 1-0 Galt. Next batter, Larry Peruka at the dish, gets a hold of this one to deep right field. KJ Ross tracks underneath it, but that's all Larry needed to do. Oscar Romero comes on in to make it a 2-0 ball game with that sac fly. Runners on second and third now. Enrique Hernandez takes the called strike, and Garrett Sanchez tries to throw to third, but the ball gets away. The third base coach waves Hunter in, and the Warriors with a big second inning to go up 3-0, and they were loving it. Nathan Harding came in relief and gets the 5-4-3 double play, and that ends the inning, but the damage had been done. The score held till the top of the sixth, but Soto throws one in the dirt, and Romo comes around to score. 3-1 Atwater on the board. Later in the inning, one out. Brandon Campbell up to bat, bounces one to Chris, who guns it home and gets the runner at the plate. The score holds at 3-1 heading to the bottom half of the inning. In the bottom half, Galt adds another run. Enrique Hernandez bounces one to third, and the race is on. Bo Valadio tries to get one in there in time, but Oscar Romero safe at the plate. It's 4-1 Warriors. We head to the top of the seventh. Last chance for Atwater. They wouldn't go away easy. Romo slaps one to the shortstop, and the force out brings in a run, leaving runners on the corners, which would pay off. KJ Ross singles up the middle, and we've got ourselves a ball game. 4-3 Warriors, but when they needed him most, Sebastian delivered. He strikes out the final batter, and that'll do it. Galt survives the late comeback and takes this one 4-3.
I really love these guys. Came out here, we weren't expected to win this game, but I know if we came out here, bit at the nail, we do this. This is what we do. We come back, we're Galt. No one expects to come out here and win this game, but, you know, we did it. Scoreboard.
St. Francis making the trek up from Mountain View to face Laguna Creek in the first round of NorCal's Tuesday. The 8 and 9 seeds going at it. Array Young takes the pass from Bailey Fong and goes in with a nice reverse. The Creek started off with an 11 and 2 run. Zoe Tillery then drives and delivers it to Eva Taylor, and the senior goes in for 2. The Lancers trying to cut into that early deficit. Jessica Oakland to Natalia Grizel at the wing, and that's good for 3. But Laguna Creek up 21-10 after Zoe hits this 3. There's not much you can do when Zoe Tillery is hot from beyond the arc. Second quarter now, Grizel to Jamie Grosby, and Jamie deposits that into the bank. Then Sydney Stewart. Sydney, the University of Washington softball commit, unbelievable on the boards all night long. But watch this play to close the half. Array knows Tillery is hot from deep, so she just screens out a defender with their arms up. Zoe does her thing, and those two are something special, combining for 48 points. Here's more Array Young. The University of Tulsa is getting a very special player. Not many can make moves like that. But the Lancers fight their way back in this one. Jessica Oakland for 3, and with time winding down in the third, Oakland hits another. She had 3 3-pointers in the third quarter, and with just under 4 to go, we have a tie game. Stewart tips the score in favor of the Lancers for the first time in this game. Stewart with a whopping 28 on the night. Creek down by 1. Tillery from the elbow makes an unbelievable basket. 57-56 Laguna. Then watch the fadeaway from Array. Laguna sneaks by the Lancers with the 62-60 win. The Cardinals would go on to lose to top-seeded Salesian on Thursday, but an amazing season for the league and section champions.
Parker Ream out at Elk Grove Tuesday. The Thundering Herd taking on center, and Aisa Silva in the circle. She was putting in work. In the first game of the season, she had 17 strikeouts. She struck out the side to start the game. In the top of the second, she got some run support from her bats. Adriana Delaney rips this one up the middle for the first hit of the game. She was absolutely hyped about it. Next batter, Caitlin Maciel up to bat, and she scoots it just out of reach for the third baseman, which brings around Adriana from second to put Elk Grove up 1-0 heading into the bottom of the second. But UNLV commit Riley Trujillo doing work on the mound. She strikes out the batter to hold the score at 1-0. To the bottom of the fourth, Caitlin at the plate once more, and she delivers the hit down the left field line. That brings in Angelina Barros, and Caitlin scoots in for the triple. 2-0 Elk Grove. Next batter, Taylor Fitzgerald at the dish now. Slaps one up the middle, and that brings Caitlin all the way around to score 3-0 after 4. In the bottom of the fifth, the run support would keep coming from the Thundering Herd. Addie Buckley hits it down the third base line. That's a fair ball and good for a triple. The Elk Grove bats were putting in work in the later innings. Got to get a little small ball in there, though. Aisa lays down the bunt, a smart play to get 2 runners on. She'd steal second to set up Delaney, who steps up to bat with the infield hit. Can she beat it out? The shortstop tries to make a play, but that brings in Silva and Buckley, and Elk Grove takes this one 5-0 behind some great pitching and run support.
We are definitely a younger team, kind of, but I still think we could make it all the way. We're little scrappers, I think, so we definitely could make it all the way.
Time now for the Players of the Week. These players are chosen for their standout performances from games played last week. Our first Player of the Week is Drew Fisher from Liberty Ranch. The Hawks won the Division IV section title behind Drew's double-double performance. Drew scored 24 points, grabbed 21 rebounds, and was just 2 assists away from a triple-double.
Amazing. Our second Player of the Week is Brianna Humphreys from Dixon. The Rams upset the 1 seed to win the Division IV section title for the girls. Brianna also had a double-double in the championship game, scoring 27 points and snagging 16 rebounds. Brianna Humphreys and Drew Fisher are this week's Players of the Week.
Stanford Healthcare brings us important tips so athletes can perform at their very best.
Here's Dr. Stephen Weiss with this week's Stanford Health Tip.
There's been a dramatic increase in shoulder and elbow overuse injuries. Pitchers are at the greatest risk. In fact, pitchers have a 25 times greater risk of arm injury when their arm is tired or in pain. To prevent these injuries, you shouldn't throw more than 100 innings per year if throwing from 60 feet. You should take off 4 months per year, avoiding also playing catcher. Be sure to always stretch and warm up prior to pitching, know proper pitching mechanics, and follow all pitch count and rest guidelines.
Coming up, our first SunPower Electric game, we head to the baseball diamond for Pioneer and Colfax.
Then it's Whitney taking on Bullard in the NorCal Boys Hoops. This is 49ers Sac-Hi Sports.
We've got a problem, America. Junk sleep.
It's what you get from a bed that isn't right for you. Keep calling Kevin Keith. Junk sleep.
Left your laptop on the bus? Junk sleep. Can't straight think? Slunk Jeep. What you need is real sleep. So maybe it's time to ask yourself, did you get out of the wrong side of bed this morning? Or the wrong bed altogether? Mattress Firm. Unjunk your sleep.
We head out to Woodland now for the first game of the season for the Pioneer Patriots baseball team. Pioneer finishing the shortened 2021 season with a 12-3 record.
That's right. Pioneer opens the season facing off against Colfax. The last time Colfax played a full season was back in 2019 when the Falcons took home the SJS Division 5 title. Colfax looking to repeat the journey starting with Pioneer in our first SunPower Electric game. Mark Willis was there.
Electric game.
Spring is in the air. The smell of fresh grass being cut. Baseball players spitting seeds out of their mouths. It can only mean one thing. Baseball is back. Not only is baseball back, but the postseason is back for the CIF sections. This will be the first time in 2 years that they'll crown a champion. Teams like Pioneer of Woodland and Colfax, the team up the hill, they can very well compete for a title this year. With that being said, it's time for the first baseball season SunPower Electric game. The first plate meeting of the season as head coach Marquez and coach Nave exchanged lineup cards before the contest. Early on, it was all about the starting pitchers. Here's Noah Souza of Colfax dealing, striking out the first two batters he faced. Then it was Pioneer's ace Carson Timothy, frozen pizza. No score through two. Timothy for Pioneer had a solid outing going 6 innings pitched. No runs, striking out 10. Pioneer had a little something going on the bottom of the 5th, but Colfax catcher Jay Patterson throws out the would-be base stealer as Gabe Garcia applies the tag. There's still no score. In the top of the 6th, Colfax knocking at the door with a runner on third and 2 outs. Souza lifts a fly ball to center. Will it get down? No! Center fielder AJ Lucero makes a diving catch to the end of the inning. Top of the 7th, no score still. Colfax with a runner on second. Bradley Knob at the plate. He singles to center. The throw comes in. It's cut off. The run scores, but the Patriots get the out at second to end the inning. Bottom of the 7th now, Pioneer down 1, but they got something brewing. Ryan Pearson singles to left. That brings in Timothy from third to tie the game up, but Colfax nails the winning run at home as Marcus Meters throws out the runner at home. To the top of the 9th we go. Colfax with a runner on the corners. Gabe Garcia laces a single to left, scoring Chris Jones. There's a mix-up on the bases. The Patriots get the out, but the Falcons take the lead. Bottom of the 9th now. Pioneer down 1 with 1 out. Ryan Pearson at the plate. A wild pitch goes off the backstop, allowing Timothy to score from third, and this game is tied. There's still 1 out with the bases loaded. Next batter comes up. It's Sammy Sanchez. Hits a comebacker to the mound. The out is made at first, but Cody Phillips is able to score from third. Pioneer comes back to win game 1 in 9 innings, 3-2. We caught up with the starting pitcher, Carson Timothy, after the game to talk about his team.
Yeah, we have 2 freshmen and a sophomore. We're very young, but we love doing it, and it's fun to compete with them.
Scrappy group, though.
Yeah, very scrappy group, and lots of fun, and we just battle.
For the SunPower Electric game, I'm Mark Willis, 49ers Sac-Hi Sports.
Garrison reporting here on a Thursday night where Whitney Boys Basketball will be hosting Bullitt High School. Let's get things started off with Tyreek Herod, who shows off the sweet floater to give the Knights a 6-0 lead. But here comes Matt Schroeder with a nice dribble pull-up for the Wildcats. Then Herod starts shifting gears right here, gathers and steps through with the floater. Boom, bada, bang. Next, LaJuan Watts gets a quick first step and has an appointment at the rim and was not late. Then Watts brings out the fly swatter on this ball. And Herod welcomes himself to the block party as well. Knights lead 20-12 at the end of the first quarter. However, the Wildcats answer back with a nifty layup by Elijah Samdahl. Then a pass gets tipped perfectly to Samdahl, who drops a hammer to give the Wildcats the lead midway in the second quarter. But Watts crosses over and gives a monster jam and stares down the crowd. The Knights lead 33-25 at the half. At the start of the third quarter, the Wildcats answer back again. Money ball by Schroeder. This time Schroeder again with the smooth layup to cut the Knights' lead. However, Watts nominates himself as the best man for the bucket with this kiss off the glass layup. Knights lead 46-42 at the end of the third quarter. The Knights keep on fighting. Samdahl gets a 3-point play and is fired up. but Watt shows off the energy in his battery pack with this layup. Then Schroeder with the dribble pull-up three, splash, trying to spark another run for his Wildcats. But Kyle Shin with the double pump layup. It's easy when someone puts butter on your bread like that with that pass. Finally, Watts gets a tough rebound over 3 defenders and hits Mark Williams for the layup to seal the deal. Bullard wins 63-57 over Whitney. Watt leads the Knights with 18 points.
Sam Berg reporting here for the CIF Section 2 quarterfinal match between the Redwood Giants and the Christian Brothers Falcons. And if you're a fan of defense, this is the game for you. Elizabeth Ledesma winds up for the kick, but it finds the hands of Redwood's Mia Hammett for the early stop. But the defense was also working for the Falcons. Brianna Slavetti's shot on goal is also no good as it's wrapped up by Dana Greer to keep the Giants from scoring. The Falcons were still trying to get on the board. Grace Kluta puts a good boot on it, but Hammett is once again there to keep the first half scoreless. Second half we go, and the Giants were looking to break the scoreless streak. Paige Barta sends the pass to Zoe Kurtaz, but the header attempt would be snuffed by Greer once again. But the Falcons were still determined to put one in. Ledesma winds up for the kick, heading for the goal, but Hammett just manages to get a finger on it to send this game into overtime. But overtime didn't last long at all. Ledesma puts up the corner kick, it's headed for the goal, and Kluta is there with the header, and it finds the back of the net for the walk-off victory Tuesday night. The Falcons win this one in dramatic fashion and move on to face Granite Bay for the D2 semifinals on Wednesday.
Coming up, we'll see the Intercom Tigers in the NorCal playoff run.
Then you'll meet this week's inspirational athlete. It's Malachi Miller from Central Catholic High School. But first, take a look at our Sac Joaquin section girls basketball top 10 poll.
Every day, the sun comes up. And right on cue, the work begins. We start every morning, knowing full well we are in it for the long haul. Our work is a labor of love. No task too small, no moment uncherished. And although we're not often thanked, we rest knowing that our work is making a brighter future. This is more than milk.
Right now, my electrical bill is about $10 a month.
This is definitely one of the best investments we did in our house.
All over the country, people are taking control over their electric bills by going solar with SunPower. We offer the most efficient, durable panels on the market, so you can see a return on your investment every month.
I was paying $220 a month. Now I pay about $22 a month.
Right now, 49ers faithful get a $1,000 Visa reward card from SunPower. Go online today.
The Intercom Tigers draw the second seed in the NorCal D1 bracket for the CIF State Championships. Intercom was eliminated by Sheldon in the section semifinals, so the Tigers are rested and ready to make a run to state.
And Intercom taking on a Granada team after the Matadors upset Grant in the first round. Granada taking on Intercom in the second round Thursday night.
Luke Galindo saying hello this Thursday night as the Intercom Tigers and the Granada Matadors get ready to tip off round 2 of D1 state playoffs. The Tigers are the ones to strike first. Derek Claxton spins off a defender and gets the layup to go off the glass. Jermaine Halliburton playing tight defense, snatches the ball away, gets fouled and gets the bucket for the and one. Tigers take a 10-4 lead with 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Andrew McKeever fighting to get Granada back into it, plays through a lot of contact and muscles the ball in to get the and one. A bit of momentum going Granada's way. Jonathan Mitchell adding on to that momentum with a three-pointer. Matadors only trailing by 2 at the end of the first quarter. Rohan Singh Shamir responds with the three-pointer of his own and quickly reacting to the inbound pass is able to get the steal and gets fouled to go to the line to shoot free throws. Intercom extends their lead to 5. Derek Klassen getting up and rejecting the layup. He has been all over the place this game. Jonathan Mitchell with a nice bounce pass to Kevin Grant, who finishes with the layup. Granada now leads 39-38 at the end of the half. At the start of the second half, Jermaine Halliburton able to tip it away and get the steal, following it up with a layup off the glass. Intercom retakes the lead 42-41. Cam Johnson driving into the paint, draws the contact and gets the bucket along with it to get the and one. Matadors regain the lead. Derek Claxton has been cooking tonight, and he's not stopping now. He knocks down the fadeaway jumper to give Intercom the lead once more. They lead 51-49 with 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Kevin Gabb looking to keep the score close, and he does that with a three-point shot. They now trail 59-58. Intercom Tigers looking to hang on to that small lead. This three-point shot from Tiandon Dalcio does just that. Tigers lead 62-60 with 5 minutes left in the game. Jonathan Mitchell leaping up and using the backboard to get that basket to go. Jalen Glenn driving into the paint, spins, goes under the hoop, and lays in the reverse layup. Jeremiah Halliburton continuing to play great defense as he forces another turnover, shoves it off to Derek Claxton, who dunks it home and dunks home the win. Intercom moves on to round 3 of D1 state playoffs with the 83-69 win over Granada.
Every week, we bring you stories of athletes who inspire us.
Central Catholic basketball player Malachi Miller is an up-and-coming star in the Valley Oak League, learning to play basketball alongside his brother. Our sports reporter Parker Ream shows us how that brotherly bond made Malachi the person he is today.
Shooting around at Mellis Park in Modesto, Malachi Miller's goals are clear.
The league's there, then yeah, go to the league, but I want to be the best me, be the best basketball player I could be, the best person I could be.
In the past, he used his brother Cedric as motivation, because the only goal at the time was to beat his brother in basketball.
Trying to beat him made me better because he was like at the top, so I wanted to go up there with him too, and I knew if I could beat him, then I could, really give anyone buckets.
As the rest of the Sac Joaquin section has learned, he can, in fact, give anyone buckets. Malachi averages 19.3 points per game for Central Catholic this season and led the Raiders to the SJS Finals.
Seeing the athleticism at a young age was something I recognized right off the bat.
Malachi's drive to be the best was learned on the court and taught by his brother Cedric.
Malachi looked up to him because every day of Malachi's life was with him.
I started to look up to him. And when he played sports at Mo-High, I wanted to play sports at Mo-High. Yeah, I wanted to do all that. So he's a big role model.
Malachi started playing sports just like his big brother at Modesto High School in 2019, but struggles in the classroom halted his athletic career.
I got cut from the team because I had bad grades, and me and my dad just started working.
Working both on
and I saw the progress working
and off the court.
You can't play basketball without the grades, so he understands that. As hard as he is on the basketball court, he works that hard in the classroom.
Navigating life alongside his brother, Malachi's path to success was clear, even though Cedric's own road had become foggy.
He did a really good job of keeping me out of it. Like, I would want to go places with him not knowing what's going on, and he wouldn't let me go.
Cedric fell in with the wrong crowd, but by keeping Malachi away from the bad, he saved his little brother's life, but he couldn't save his own.
The worst day of my life. I mean, the worst day of my life. I still trying to process it to this day.
On November 13th, 2020, Cedric Miller II was shot in his car and died later that day. Malachi learned of the news and called his mom in New Orleans.
Heartbreaking, really. Like, no one ever wanted to tell. You don't want to call your mom and tell her her son died.
Malachi's dad, Cedric, found out at the hospital that day.
Obviously just shock and disbelief. Happened to be around the corner from a hospital. Went there, and then the sheriff told us the worst news of my life.
2 funerals were held, one in New Orleans and one in Oakland. Malachi and his dad attended both.
It was a hard moment. I had to watch my little sister cry. Someone else go comfort her because I couldn't really comfort her because I was crying too.
The path that Malachi began on that seemed so clear was suddenly shrouded in sadness with his role model gone. But Malachi did not fold. Instead, he channeled the emotion into basketball.
I started grinding even more, trying to hoop in his name.
And I feel like basketball is what gets him through. I mean, without it, who knows?
Hooping in the name of Cedric, while continuing to carve his own path.
Like, it's still very tough, but he's helping me a whole lot. Watching him perform and seeing his perseverance is therapy for me, and I'm sure it's therapy for him as well.
With Cedric II's memory living on through both Malachi and his dad.
All I have is my kids. I live my life for both my sons. All I have Malachi and Cedric. That's all I have.
Channeling that memory through basketball and reminiscing about those old days at the park.
The last time we were here, actually, was Cedric's 19th birthday.
Yeah, I always get flashbacks on what we used to do and stuff here, trying to get my first dunk or trying to even beat him on the court.
Because whether it's competing on the section's biggest stage or out at Mellis Park, Malachi's big brother is watching over him.
I know Cedric's looking down on Malachi. He's looking down right now like, I remember that place.
Leaving Malachi looking up to Cedric in a new way, knowing he'd be proud of who his little brother has become.
He didn't know that I did the work to do this, so, but yeah, he'd be proud.
Reporting in Modesto, Parker Ream, 49ers Sac-Hi Sports.
Central Catholic lost in the first round of NorCal's this week, but only a junior. Malachi will be back next year and look to take the Raiders even farther and make his big brother proud.
I'm sure he will. Coming up, our mattress firm Perfect Match, the girls from Antelope looking to upset McClatchy.
Then more softball action as Sheldon and Rockland battle it out. But first, here is this week's Spirit Corner featuring the Lincoln High School cheer team.
At Tracy Toyota, we're not just devoted to selling cars, we're committed to our community. We're donating $100,000 to help local organizations in Tracy. We call it Champions Thanking Heroes, like the Tracy Family Resource Center who serve the local community. To reach our goal, we'll donate $50 for every vehicle sold. Check out our great lineup of new Toyotas. Our certified used cars come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Tracy Toyota, with you all the way.
Unjunk your sleep during Mattress Firm's President's Day sale. Right now, get a king for a queen or queen for a twin and save up to $500 on Sealy. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying Sealy purchase, up to a $499 value. Or shop Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America, and get a $300 instant gift good towards sleep accessories. In stock for immediate delivery. Only at Mattress Firm.
49ers Sac-Hi Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Stanford Healthcare, #1 in Northern California for orthopedics. And by SunPower, proud sponsor of the San Francisco 49ers.
We have two SJS girls teams battling it out in the second round of the NorCal Division II bracket. McClatchy draws the #2 seed. The Lions feature a very young team. Freshman Nina Kane has started since game 1, but senior Saray White bringing seasoned leadership to the court.
Yes, she does. The Antelope Titans came up just short of a section title last week. Mary Carter had 20 points in the championship game. Each week we scour the section for the perfect match on the court, just like Mattress Firm wants to find you a mattress that is your perfect match. This week's Mattress Firm Perfect Match is the battle between Antelope and McClatchy.
Brian Mueller here at Antelope Thursday night. McClatchy playing a road game even though they're the higher seed as a punishment for the court storming incident against Lincoln. Antelope enjoying those friendly home court rims. First quarter, Eviana Samilton Babcock from the corner. Eventually that goes down. The Titans lead 19-11 after 1, but McClatchy goes on a little 5-0 run to start the second. Soleil Nayu gets the board and put back. Lions had their first lead. 2 minutes left in the quarter. Juliana Chavez to Mary Carter, and she lays it in to put Antelope on top by 3. That would be the lead at the half. Back comes McClatchy in the third. Nice pass from Norette Lewis to White for 3. Back and forth we go. Lions on top by 3. But on the Titans' next possession, Carter slings it to Samaya Dillard, and she nails it to tie things back up. To the fourth now, more from Agent Carter. She completes a solo mission right down the middle. Antelope on top, 46-44. Under 5 minutes to go now, the Lions' press caused some turmoil for the Titans. White gets the steal, goes all the way in for 2, and McClatchy has a 3-point lead. Under 3 to go. Carter on the inbounds. Hold the phone, she's got a cannon. Fires it down court to Michelle Rice, 50-49 Antelope. Titans up 3 now with under 2 to play. Rice to Dillard to Carter, and just like that, Antelope has a 5-point advantage. But the Lions have too much pride to go down that easy. Kayla Stansel-Williams gets a friendly bounce herself from that corner. McClatchy down 2 with 30 seconds to go. After a timeout, Antelope inbounding, and they pull out the trick play. Carter with the baseline pass to Rice. Then she heaves it back to Carter for the lay-in. Antelope is up 4, but the Lions are within 2 again with 17 seconds left. Tamaria Rumpf comes up with the steal. McClatchy going for the lead, but the shot is off the mark. Carter would seal the game with a couple free throws, and Antelope advances with a dramatic 60-58 win.
All right, we are here with the quarter-final bound Antelope Titans. Congratulations. Mary, I want to start with you. You came up big in the clutch, 2 free throws at the end, and just a lot of baskets. Tell me what the nerves were like and how you guys were able to close this game out.
I think we were all really nervous for this game just because they're a really good team, and I think we came out with the energy at the beginning, and that really helped us all as a team. All of us just came out ready today. That was really good.
Samaya, you got this this bonus home game, so to speak. Tell me about this crowd and this environment and how much that helped you guys.
The environment was amazing. This game was personal for all of our team. We were really excited to get this win, and our Titan family just really supported us, and we really appreciated it. And now we're going to the next.
Speaking of the next, Michelle, few games away from a state title. How does it feel? How good does it feel to be this close?
I'm so excited, and I really think that we can make it. I'm sorry, but I'm really excited, and I'm so proud of this team because we are really, really good, and I'm so proud of how far we've come. It's
Enjoy it, guys. Quarterfinal bound Antelope. Congratulations.
Luca Lindo reporting from Granite Bay High School, where the Granite Bay Grizzlies and Bellarmine Bells kick off Division II state playoffs. Bellarmine starts the game with a very offensive game plan. Goalie Christopher Tejeda just able to get his hands on that ball. These next 2 shots are deflected by Sleuth of Grizzlies, which is the name of a group of bears, by the way. You can use that on your next trivia night. Finally, Christopher Tejeda coming in, scooping up the ball, ending that chaotic possession. Bellarmine with another great chance to score, but leaping in and making a fantastic save is Christopher Tejeda. The score is still 0-0 at the end of the half. Second half, a different story though. Luke Garman passes it to Talon Rochelle, who taps it in to take a 1-0 lead with 19 minutes left in regulation. Bellarmine trying to answer back. This shot looks good, but hits off the crossbar, just missing the goal, and is cleared away by Granite Bay, but don't look away just yet. Azariel Martinez Sigala scores, tying the game at 1 with 16 minutes left in regulation. Bellarmine looking to take the lead. This shot hits off the right post, but Bellarmine able to regain possession and put up another shot, but this one hits off the top crossbar, and Granite Bay is able to clear it away. In extra time, Tyler Uzul makes the pass to Luke Garman. Luke delivers an amazing one-touch goal, which secures the win. Granite Bay Grizzlies walk it off and are moving on to play Marin Academy in Division II regional semifinals. Final score, Bellarmine 1, Granite Bay 2.
If you see a lightning bolt on the hill, that means you're in Rockland territory, as the Thunder hosted a very talented Sheldon squad. No score in the second inning. Nice play by Jaylee Oho of Sheldon, snagging the comebacker to end the inning. Then in the fourth, with Sheldon threatening with 2 on and Deanna Johnson at the plate, the senior smokes one up the middle, but snagged out of the air by Brielle Wright, the throw to first for the double play. But Sheldon still has Dakota Kennedy on second. Wright gets a ground ball out of Imani Black, who rolls one over to Bella Garcia. She makes a play, still no score. To the bottom of the 6th we go, still no score, but not for long, as Rockland shortstop Sydney Barker hits it high, hits it deep. It's gone, a solo shot, and Rockland is 3 outs away from winning this. Make it 1 out away now with the runner on third. Sheldon's Sakura Harvell singles to right. Black comes in to score, and this game is tied. Sheldon keeping the pressure on with 2 on. Jazzy Fines doubles to the wall. This clears the bases as Harvell and Zermeno come in to score. 3-1 Huskies. Make it 4-1 when Jaylee Oho smashes the pitch up the middle, helping herself out with the run-scoring single. Jazzy comes in, and the Huskies are coming on strong. Better late than never for Sheldon as they add 1 more run here in the 7th. Johnson faking the bunt, then slashing the pitch up the middle. Kennedy comes in to score, and that would do it. The dishes are done. Oho pitches a complete game, only giving up 3 hits for the Huskies as they win 5-1.
Coming up, heading back to the Diamond for Sierra and Tokay baseball.
Then it's the NorCal Championship game in girls soccer. 49ers Sac-Hi Sports will be back in a moment. Welcome back to Levi Stadium as we continue our spring sports coverage tonight. The Sierra baseball team kicking off the season with a 2-0 record after wins over Livingston and Linden. Zach Cook already having a great start to his senior campaign.
The Timberwolves taking on Tokay Wednesday. The Tigers dropped their season opener to Liberty High School out of Brentwood, so Tokay looking to get in the win column against a tough Sierra team Wednesday afternoon.
Tracy area sports coverage is presented by Tracy Toyota off Freeway 205 in Tracy, with you all the way. The Sierra Timberwolves hosting Tokay on a sunny Wednesday afternoon, and in the top of the first, it's the Tigers looking to strike first. Runner on first, Corey Sugg comes up to the plate, belts a ball over the right fielder's head. Brady Grady stops at third to put runners on second and third for Tokay, but Sierra starting hurler Santi Duarte ultimately striking out the side. No harm done, still no score. Top of three, Matthew Casillas with no one on and no one out, lines one down the right field line. The junior center fielder takes a turn, slides into second with the double. Then 3 batters later, Sugg is back at the plate. This time he knocks one in with a lining sac fly to right. Casillas scores, 1-0 Tigers. Then there are 2 on for Max De Santiago. Max ropes one down the left field line. Grady and Brock Sell come in to score a 2-run double for De Santiago, 3-0 Tokay. And the Tigers looking for more, but Duarte able to get the ground out. Shortstop Angel Valdez making a great play, diving in for the tag to end the big inning. Bottom of the third now, runner on first when Tomas Carrillo grounds one to short. The ball gets past the first baseman. Base runner Zach Cook looking to score. First baseman Brett Grady gets to it, throws home, and the pitcher Corey Sugg applies the tag, and he is out. Tokay also with a big play in the outfield as De Santiago slides and snags the sinking liner, and the umpires call it a catch. Bottom 6, still no hits for Sierra until Brendan Rapasura drops one in front of the center fielder. That's the first hit for the Timberwolves and would be the only hit starting pitcher Corey Sugg would allow. The bases are juiced a few batters later. It goes Paul Buckley to Sell to Grady, a 5-2-3 double play, and Tokay gets the shutout. 3-0 the final in Manteca behind 5 scoreless frames from Corey Sugg.
Nick Pecoraro bringing you the NorCal Division I Girls Soccer Final. It's Oak Ridge hosting Buchanan from Clovis. The Trojans are looking to complete an unbeaten season. Here we go. 35th minute, Buchanan Sierra Wilson puts the Bears up 1-0. That score would hold into the break. Second half, it's Wilson again, the Fresno State commit, with her second goal of the night, and the Trojans are down 2-0, but they are not out. Olivia Cimienti with a corner kick that finds Emily Lieber. Leave it to Lieber to head this one in and get Oak Ridge going. 73rd minute now. A Buchanan foul sets up a penalty kick for Iman Mustafa, who provides the equalizer, and we've got a brand new ball game. Overtime, both teams had opportunities at the net, but Haley Hartsburg gets a big stop here for Buchanan. We're going to PKs. Oak Ridge with a 3-2 advantage when goalie Kate Plackey says, "You shall not pass." A huge stop for the Trojans gives Emily Lieber a chance to win it all. Cue Freddie Mercury. We are the champions, my friend. Oak Ridge completes an unbeaten season with a NorCal championship.
You know, getting number 1 in NorCal is amazing, but not losing is, I don't know, feels even better. It means we worked for it.
Each week we present the Scholar Athlete Award.
This week's Scholar Athlete Award goes to Talia Vidal from the Dixon girls basketball team. Talia sports a 4.2 GPA and will play next season for Santa Barbara City College.
Coming up, our second SunPower Electric game. It's a NorCal Championship soccer matchup.
Then it's Bella Vista and Rio Americano meeting on the softball field. This is 49ers Sac-Hi Sports. We'll be right back.
Mattress Firm's President's Day sale has been extended. Get a king for a queen or a queen for a twin and save up to $500 on our wide selection of top-selling brands. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying Sealy purchase up to a $499 value. Or shop hot buys and get up to 50% off, like Sealy twin mattresses starting at $224.99 or Sleepy's twin mattresses starting at $159.99. In stock for fast delivery. Unjunk your sleep, only at Mattress Firm.
Sac-Hi! Let's go! Lean on it. Lean on it. Let's get it. Climb it up. Climb it up.
Electric game.
Parker Ream out at Whitney High School. This one's for all the marbles. Whitney taking on Watsonville in the D1 NorCal Boys Soccer Championship. We start on the Watsonville side. They have an excellent tandem duo of Sergio Jimenez and Mateo Arias, both combining for over 30 goals this season. We head over to the Whitney side. Braden Goularte and Robbie Mora Arias are the two players to watch out for. Braden with 22 goals and Robbie with a double-double, I guess you could call it, 10 goals and 10 assists on the year. You guys know the drill. It's Whitney taking on Watsonville in this week's Sun Power Electric Game. So let's get right into our electric game because it was electric. Just 4 minutes into the game, Edgar Angel tries to dump it off to the defender, but Robbie Mora Arias has other plans, both teams getting physical, but Robbie wins the battle and puts it away for the first goal of the game. 1-0 in the Whitney crowd. They showed out in full force and they were loving it. Fast forward about 6 minutes, Jackson Garza on the counterattack. 2-on-1 to Braden in the middle, and what a save by Angel. Score holds at 1-0. 10 minutes left to go. Both teams in a scrum on Whitney's half. Sebastian Abance doing everything he can, but Drew Swenson is there to make the save and clear it. 5 minutes left in the first half. Darius Dukes 1-on-1 to Hector Serrano Martin, and there he is with the missile. 2-0 Whitney. You guys come for the goals, stay for the celebration. Then in the second half, the pass back to the Watsonville goalie, but he can't pick it up, so Hector says, thank you very much. Maybe the easiest goal he'll ever score. 3-0 Whitney at that point. Watsonville added a goal late, but it just wasn't enough. 3-1 the final. Let the Gatorade bath commence. Whitney is your D1 NorCal champions.
It feels amazing, honestly. We've been aiming for this all season long. Our coach has been telling us that we had it in us, we had the potential, and we just came out and did what we knew we could do.
Out to Rio Americano, a freshman baseball team getting their cuts in as the softball team takes on Bella Vista. I'm Mark Willis. No score in the second, but Bella Vista changes that. Rosie Herod shoots one up the middle, scoring Sydney Poley from third. Herod gets a double out of the hit, and the Mustangs lead at 1-0. Make it 2-1 when Beatrice Fear singles to center, scoring Herod from third base. And just like that, the Mustangs are in business. In the bottom half of the second, Rio Americano threatening, but Bella Vista's ace, Haley Shiflett, gets the strikeout with the rise fastball, and we stay at 2-0. In the top half of the third, Bella Vista's shortstop Poley stands at the plate and hits a low-level sinking line drive to right. It falls past the defender, allowing Mendoza to score. Poley gets onto a Mustang and flies around the bases, scoring an inside the park home run. Bella Vista leads it 4-0. Make that 4-1 as Rio Americano's Maddie, also saying, gets all of this pitch, striking it deep, and I don't think it's playable. It's gone. Solo shot. To the fifth we go as Poley stands on first for BV. Shiflett laces the shot to left. It gets past to everyone, and that allows Poley to score from first. Shiflett has herself a triple, and it's now 5-1 Mustangs. Make it 6-1 when Herod hits it to the 5-6 hole. Nice stop by Maddie for Rio, but Herod beats it out for infield single. Shiflett comes in to score. Bella Vista still at it with the bats. This time, Alyssa Delfinson steps into it and lifts a fly ball to right center. It's up in the jet stream. It out of here. A 2-run shot, and this game is getting out of control. Still in the sixth inning with a runner on. Mendoza smokes the pitch deep to left. One hops the wall. Madison Lopez comes in to score. Bella Vista blows the doors wide open with a 6-run six, and that would do it. Mustangs roll to a 12-3 victory over Rio Americano.
Remember, all of the game footage we shoot is available for purchase on our website. Go to 49ers Sac-Hi-Sports.com. We will send you the entire game digitally.
Follow us on social media for lots of fun and exciting content. Our Instagram story is a great way to keep updated on scores, news, and so much more. 49ers.Sac-Hi is our handle on Instagram and Twitter.
Coming up, it's Oakmont and Whitney on the baseball diamond. Then Franklin hosts Vista Del Lago. This is 49ers Sac-Hi Sports. The Oakmont Vikings baseball team kicking off its season this week. The Vikes winning their first game against Roseville and head into game 2 taking on Whitney. Junior pitcher Kurt Martin was great for Oakmont last season, striking out 51 batters in 59 innings pitched.
So they're kicking off their season?
Yeah.
Does a kind of baseball team kick off their season?
Hitting off their season?
Can you tip off? But you can't tip off a baseball season. I don't know what you do for a baseball season.
Yeah, that's right.
They need to come up with something like that. The Wildcats' Gavin McClendon hit .370 last season as Whitney looks for its second win of the year. Whitney hosting Oakmont on Thursday afternoon.
Mark Willis reporting as junior Gavin McClendon took the ball for Whitney and sophomore Tony Lira for Oakmont. Top of the first, Oakmont up 1-0 and added another. Kenny Smith drops down the bunt. It's a squeeze play. Nate Veneri scores and Smith legs it out for a single. Lira steps up and smacks this one down the right field line. It goes off the wall for a double. We follow the play as we see Smith come in to score from all the way from first base. Vikings lead it 3-0. 2 on now for Danny Miles, who bangs this pitch up the middle. Lira rounds third. The throw from center is not in time. Tony Lira scores the 4th run of the inning, and the pitcher got a nice little lead. In the bottom half of the first, Whitney's Luke Euler smacks a single to center. It gets past the outfielder, and here we go. Jace Gilmore scores from third. Shane Saunders scores, but the 3rd run is thrown out the plate. Ow, man, nice play. We go to the second inning. Oakmont still in the lead, but not for long, my friends. Gavin McClendon turns on this pitch and puts it on the grassy hill and right. Wildcats lead it 5-4. In the 4th, Oakmont down 1. Pitch gets away from the catcher Saunders, who flips it to McClendon, who puts the tag on. He's out. Whitney still up 1. Now in the 6th inning, the Wildcats looking for some insurance runs with a runner on. Euler lifts this one deep to right. It's out of here. Luke Euler with the bomb as the Wildcats cruise to an 11-4 victory over Oakmont. McClendon picks up the win, and we caught up with Jax Jimenez after the game.
You know, next year will really start to emerge, but I think we're really solid this year. Good all the way around. We have depth. We can really do it all. I think we have good pitching. We can run. We can hit for power. Like I said, it's just the future now.
Vista Del Lago taking the trip to Elk Grove to take on Franklin Thursday afternoon. Top of the first, starting pitcher Nolan Stevens is in a bit of a jam with runners on the corners, but he gets the batter to chase. Catcher Jaden Ramos throws the runner out, and that is 1 of 4 strikeouts for Stevens in his 2 innings of work. The first hit of the day comes in the bottom of the 2nd off the bat of Derek Pham with the single 2 left, but Caden Knapp gets out of the inning via strikeout. This was a pitcher's duel from the jump. Jordan Lopez comes into pitch in the 3rd, and Lopez was about to have himself a day on the mound. There is still no score in the bottom of the 7th. Vista looking to get something going, but Zach McCarger lays out for the catch. Definitely play of the week material. We are headed into extras. Top 8, Dom Giusti going to his left. Noah Miu applies the tag. Franklin with many defensive plays in this one. Top of the 9th now. That is when Vista gets its first hit on the Caden Knapp single to center. Here come the Eagles, but Lopez pitches out of the jam. Jordan turns a double play. It goes Lopez to Pham to Miu, and that was huge. Bottom of the 9th. It's a race against the sunset. Nolan Stevens absolutely demolishes this ball to straightaway center. It's 393 out that way. The Mississippi State-bound junior starts the inning off with a bang. Jaden Ramos bunts Stevens over to 3rd, and after a low throw, we have runners on the corners. The Wildcats go to the bunt again. This time it's a suicide squeeze, but it's missed. Vista catcher Jacob Cullen tags the runner out, so we have 1 out. Runners on 1st and 2nd. Giusti grounds the ball to first base. The Eagles try to turn a double play, but Dom is safe at first. Meanwhile, Pham never stops heading for home. Derek is safe at the plate, and that is how this one ends. A walk-off for the Wildcats, ending this hard-fought battle. Lopez gets the win on the mound, throwing 7 scoreless, allowing just 1 hit, and here is the sophomore.
It was amazing, actually. Like that double play, the ninth inning, that helped me. That would help me a lot. Like I was started struggling in the very end, but then I pulled through with that double play. And thank you to Derek Pham and Mix for helping me out there.
Brian Mueller saying hello from Folsom Tuesday night, where the Bulldogs hosted Dublin in a first-round matchup. Not always a great omen to face a school named after an Irish city 2 weeks before St. Patrick's Day. Courtney Anderson Jr. appropriately with the Euro step score, and the Gales are up 6 midway through the second. Folsom fighting back on the other end. Micah Johnston going hard to the hoop for 2 in the foul. Bulldogs down by 3, but Dublin would double that lead after an Anderson 3. Folsom is down by 5 heading into the half. Third quarter, and that's when Miles McKeon got cooking. Jake Thonson finds him, and Miles nails it from distance. Bulldogs down by just 1. Then a minute later, it's McKeon again, and Folsom has their first lead of the second half. Bulldogs padding that lead later in the quarter. Bryce Shackelford to Thonson to Tyson Hazel. In the corner, Folsom up 4. Fourth quarter, and Folsom is still firing from the outside. Joaquin Battle gets it to Shackelford. He nails the 3, 44-38 Bulldogs. Next, Folsom possession. Battle with another helper to McKeon, who swerves through the paint, gets it to go, plus the foul. Then, with about 4.5 minutes left, McKeon starts to open this game up. Another 3, Folsom up 8, and they would cruise over the Gales from there, outscoring them by 19 in the second half. 64-50 the final. Miles spoke after the game about their halftime adjustments.
Coach Wall told us we had a slow start in halftime. He told us that we need to keep pushing the pace, keep pressuring them, and that's what we did. And then we're hitting our open shots, and Bryson was hitting his layups. Everyone finding me open for threes. It was good defense.
Coming up, we'll choose the play of the week. This could be the play of the week, but maybe not.
But first, take a look at our Sac Joaquin section top 10 boys basketball poll.
Time now for the play of the week.
Our wild man, Mark Willis, will name off a few contenders and then award the play we thought, well, Mark thought, was the best of the best.
Out to Rocker with Whitney's Elijah Samdahl. Get up and get down, my man. How about Ray Young? A little reverse scoop shot. Got it. Nice play there. How about Granite Bay's soccer goalie, Christopher Tejada, who makes the save. Beautiful play. Jermaine Halliburton, the pickpocket, and then gives it up to Derek Claxton, who gets up and throws it down with the two-hand jam. Zoe Tillery. Now, we're still trying to figure out how she gets this shot off, but hey, it goes in. To Elk Grove, right fielder Zach McCarger of Franklin. The diving catch to keep the game scoreless. Wildcats end up winning on a walk-off. Take a look one more time. The full extension. Oh, yes. McCarger, you get the first spring play of the week.
That's the play of the week, and that is 49ers Sac-Hi Sports for this week. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. I'm Aubrey Tolliver.
And I'm Robert Bronstein. We have a very exciting show for you next week. Join us to meet our Players of the Year for the winter season. That and much more next week. We'll see you then.